Hello. So the artist today that I'm going to be talking about is Ty Segall. And I believe that we should be studying Ty Segall 25 years from now because of three main reasons. One is because of his extremely extensive discography, how much he's put out. Two is because of his sound evolution. And three is because of his recording practices. Ty Segall is currently 28 years old, and he currently has over 50 releases of music. Whether it be with collaborations or his own solo work, he has over 50 releases of music. In his own solo work, he has 8 full LPs out under his own name, Ty Segall. And that's not including various singles and EPs. He's released, there's this one year in 2012 where he released 3 full-length albums in 1 year, which was Hair, a collaboration with another artist, White Fence, the Ty Segall Band, which was a collaboration with his live band, and Twins, which was his own solo effort. So Ty Segall emerged with the lo-fi and garage rock scene around 2009, and he had a style that was reminiscent of the 50s and 60s garage rock bands with a lot of reverb. Fuzz pedal was his main pedal that he used, and yeah, so this is a little bit how Ty Segall sounds. This was off of Melted. After the release of Melted, he released Goodbye Bread in 2011. And that was a change of sound for Segall because he kind of toned down the punk elements of his music and focused solely on trying to get the classic sound of the 70s and late 60s. Another notable change in Ty Segall's music was when he released the album Sleeper. And it was a big change because Ty Segall is known for his hard-hitting guitars, his punk riffs, but this album was very different because it was all acoustic. It was almost folk psychedelic. So here's how that sounds a little bit. So after the release of Sleeper, he released 2014's Manipulator. And that was also another big change for Segall because he was also very known for how fast he puts out records, but he took his time on this one. He took 31 days, which seems like not a lot of time, but for Segall, it really is, because he would do his records in about a week, sometimes in a few days, sometimes even less with his earlier records. So this was a big change for Ty Segall. And another big change was how clean this record was, because he was also known for his low quality sound recordings and things like that. But yeah, this one just sounds very professional. It was his first effort to get into a more widespread audience. So yeah, here's a little bit how that sounds. Like I said before, Segall started slowing down with taking his time making records so that things would sound just right. So after that, he released Emotional Mugger in 2016. This was another prominent change in Segall's discography because there's a lot of prominent synthesizers in this album which have never appeared in previous albums, and it seems like for this one he's not trying to take things from the past, rather than he's just expressing himself in his own way. It's very Ty Segall, it's very weird, but it's also not taking classic elements from the past. So another reason why I think we should be studying Ty Segall 25 years from now is because of his recording practices. In the early days, everything before 2014's Manipulator, he would record things very quickly in a few days, like I said, or maybe even like a week at the longest. He would record in either his bedroom or his friends' garages. So yeah, it was very, like I said, lo-fi. He records all analog, which is kind of crazy in this day and age where everything is digital. And he also just prefers to release his albums on vinyl, which is why I'm using vinyl in the video. But after Manipulator, during the recording process of Manipulator, like I said, he slowed things down a lot, try to actually perfect his records, make things not sound as lo-fi. And another big deal about Ty Segall, and another reason why I chose him and why I like him so much, is because he's a multi-instrumentalist, and he just overdubs everything. He plays all the instruments on his records. And so yeah, it's very fun to listen to, knowing that it's just one guy playing all the instruments on a record that you like. So yeah, that's why I believe that we should be studying Ty Segall 25 years from now. It's just very refreshing to listen to an artist that records on analog, that doesn't use any digitalized instruments, or doesn't work on his computer. Just like, not that it's a bad thing, but it's just very refreshing in this day and age where it seems like music isn't even human anymore, but with Ty Segall it is. And yeah, that's why I think we should study him.